Alrighty, good.
You got that? Yeah.
The moment we have all been waiting for.
Cha-cha-cha!
The patrona. The one and the only.
The most expected and interview temida.
Exclusive at Azores 2025 Client Appreciation Luncheon.
We are over here.
We have Dr. Maria Rodriguez, Dr. Pereira's one and only wife. I hope so.
First wife. So far, first wife.
This is something that I've wanted to do since we started the podcast. It's something that Dr. Pereira has not wanted to happen since the start of the podcast. But why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Maria Rodriguez. Here we are in a beautiful hot day from California. We are here with Dr. Tadic over here, bringing up the spice. We are on the Client Appreciation Day here in Azores Veterinary Clinic.
Yes.
So this is a yearly, but first time podcast live.
Yes.
That we're bringing this activity as a new addition, hopefully for years to come.
Yes. Hopefully the podcast started in 2025. We want to continue with it once a month at least. So here we are trying to interview different people here at Azores Client Appreciation Luncheon. As mentioned, Dr. Rodriguez, Maria, as I like to call her, is Dr. Pereira's wife. We wanted to bring her on not only to provide her perspective on veterinary medicine, provide her perspective on being a veterinary clinic owner, operator, but also being a mother and a wife to another very, very busy man. So I want to open up the doors to you to kind of explain as to how, let's say, you and Dr. Pereira met, how you guys started things, how California has become home.
So just to do a quick gathering of facts. So we are from two different islands that met at another island when we attended veterinary school in the island of Grenada, as a lot of people know right now. So having a similar background with family-oriented cultures, and also having the veterinary medicine in common. So we actually built a relationship based on that.
Yes.
With a lot of dreams, and here we are.
Very cool. So different backgrounds, didn't know each other until you went to vet school. From my understanding, you guys didn't start seeing each other officially until after veterinary school. After
veterinary school, yes.
Okay.
So we actually reconnected after a certain amount of time after we left the island. So him being in California, at the moment I was in Florida, then New York, then we decided to wrap it up and decided on California due to the fact that because he does large animal here is kind of like the place to go. I mean, you want to do large animal, this is one of the areas that you want to be.
Yeah.
So me being small animal veterinarian, I have the option of working in the city or the countryside. So we decided that the best for everyone was for me to move to the West Coast.
Fair enough. So we know a lot already about Azores veterinary practice. We've had a couple of episodes. We have the social media. I want you to introduce the small animal side of things, where you guys are situated, where you're located, how people can find you, all about that.
Absolutely. So we just, it's been already 11 years. We purchased True Blue Veterinary Hospital, which came in conjunction with Apricot Vet Clinic. We did not want to have two clinics at once, but that's how the sale went. So we acquired them 11 years ago. And then we started Azores, so it's been two projects running at the same time. Yeah. So we have Apricot Veterinary Clinic, which is in Patterson, and we are going to move it to a new building that's in construction at the moment. We're rebranding, we're renaming, new logo coming out, to that way we can bring you a new perspective on veterinary medicine. Now, the Newman Clinic, it's our little Newman child. We have a more rural type of building over there. We still do everything that we do on Apricot. It is a project that is gonna come to life hopefully starting next year to bring like a newer, bigger building to be able to accommodate things that we're going to be doing in Apricot in Patterson. Both clinics are actually 15 minutes away from each other.
Okay.
So we actually rotate all the staff. So the coolest part, I think, we do is rotate the staff. Some days we work at one clinic, sometimes we go to their clinic, and it's just having like two jobs in one. We share clientele because when we don't have an availability for appointment in one, we can actually feed the clients at the other clinic, and we sometimes see a clinic in one clinic in one city or in the other. So they follow us. So we appreciate that trust. With the new clinic coming to life soon, we're going to be able to pull people from maybe Tracy as well.
Yeah.
So we are really excited. I'm excited also not only for the clients and patients, but for the staff to have like a new place to go.
Oh yeah, no. As a newer grad associate and veterinarian, newer hospitals, new equipment, new things are definitely a lucrative thing to attract.
I know.
New
I'm
veterinarians.
glad you mentioned that because that's been something that, as a new grad, I know we all been there. We want to have a new flashy hospital. We want to have the newest machines. We want to be in an area that we feel comfortable working in. That's what I'm also trying to bring to the staff. A place that they are proud to be and present to everybody. Attract new talents to the area as well. A lot of people don't know this. We've been small practices. We still have ultrasound. We have dental x-ray. We have a lot of things that bigger, newer clinics do have.
Yeah.
What happened is that we've been focusing, prioritizing the patient care. So we are been investing on equipment to make that happen. Now it's time for the buildings to have an upgrade and a revamp for all the staff. So I'm really excited about that.
New infrastructure,
Yes.
yeah. And I mean, with us being so close to the Bay Area, it's not like we don't have the ability to do referral for advanced cases and stuff. You can still, as a veterinarian or as an associate, you can still follow through with advanced medicine.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Referrals,
and that's one of the things I would love to do. I know there's other places in the area that do bring specialists to once a month so their clients don't have to drive far. And having a new practice, I think, will give me the ability to bring some people from the Bay Area, some specialists to rotate and maybe see my clients.
Yeah.
So whoever cannot drive that far, have those services at our premises.
Yeah, no, that's very good, and I'm excited for you. Congratulations on that.
I know, thank you. We hopefully will be ready in November of this year, so we're already planning an event for all of you guys, for the clients to come share with us and do tours and all that. Something
and
like
everything.
this. I can't wait. I can't wait. We're
that's
super excited.
If you're a veterinarian or a soon-to-be veterinarian, if you're looking to move to California, this is a really good area to be in, to live in, to practice
Absolutely.
in.
If you have family, great place to raise your family. We offer mentorship. We are also offer mixed animals. So some days you can be with Acer, some days you can be with us.
Yeah.
So just let us know. We also offer externships. So just let us know what you would like to do. We'll accommodate.
Yeah, no, that's very lucrative. Before we go into the personal side of things of what it's like to be an owner of small animal married to an owner of large animal, I want to just gain your perspective. I'm coming as an individual who's not only interested in veterinary medicine, but also an individual who's interested in ownership of veterinary medicine clinics.
Yeah.
So can you speak on a little bit of what it's like to be an owner, to be a little bit more than just an associate who's seeing clients, but also dealing with things in the back of the house?
So pretty much I think it starts with a lot of dreams that becomes an ambition. So you cannot go anywhere without an ambition of being somebody better and grow.
Yeah.
And for that doesn't happen by itself. I mean, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of adjustment on your personal life, a lot of effort and sacrifice. It does take a lot of your personal time, so it is going to mix with your personal life. There's no way you can trace a line and say, oh, we're not going to talk business during dinner tonight. I mean, that's when we actually talk about business. Is when we get home and it's like, well, this is what we're gonna do. This is what happened today. I mean, lately we can't even text each other. I think the first 5 years were like, oh, how you doing? You got a lunch today? Okay, so I have my case today. So now it's like when we get home, it's like, oh, I'm married. So you see, so it's like then you start like talking about what happened during the day and what are you going. Don't interrupt me. Do not interrupt me.
Hey,
not today.
Cállate, cállate.
Cállate. Was not me. So living proof over here. So there is a lot of challenges, right?
Yeah,
So you have the
yeah.
marriage challenge, you have the kids that take a lot of your time. You have to have a lot of patience. So once you get married, once you have kids, your patience go completely to your kids. So it's challenging to count with having that patience for your husband and your employees, because I feel like your employees end up turning into your kids. I do see. I'm like, oh, no, it's it's a staff
Employee.
member, but it is. You become this family for good or for bad.
Yeah.
That's how you operate.
Yeah.
Now going back to the whole marriage and business, it is hard. We cannot take things personal when we don't agree on something. That's one of the most challenging parts when we don't agree on something. So somebody's got to pretty much give in and give. There is another interruption.
Here we go.
This, I'm telling you.
Here we go.
I am telling you.
Orlange, introduce
These
yourself.
Portuguese- This is
Hello.
not my husband. These Portuguese people, I'm telling you, they interrupt. There comes the second one.
you
There
thought-
comes.
Here
There
we go.
comes the second one.
Here's
No.
Dr. Pereira trying
Anyway,
to cut us off
no,
here.
it's my time.
We're not talking about you yet.
Go.
You yet.
Refill my drink.
Yes.
Go refill my drink.
We
So I am
will,
telling
yeah.
you, now comes another one.
We'll be done in 10.
So let me complain here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
okay. So pretty much the challenge of being married, the challenge of owning 3 businesses in one and having a family. So a lot of things usually fall back on the wife or the woman. This is something that it's culture, no matter what culture you are, no matter what you do. So pretty much with the kids, I'm the one who normally have a little bit more liberty to like clock out, go home, and have some time for the kids. My husband, even if he wants to, when the time is there, it doesn't always happen. He does have on calls. He has to answer the phone because pretty much he's an ambulatory office. So everything is done from his phone, where I can leave most of the things at the office when I walk away. So that's one of the things.
Something that I've always liked to ask individuals who are in the position of ownership is ownership or management something you've always dreamed of, always wanted to do, or is it something that has just happened?
It varied. I always, back home when you decide to be a vet, you always thought you were going to have your own little practice at one doctor practice, and that's your dream. Everybody had a little practice back home. One doctor operated. Now, after the time and looking at how student loans work, I completely had given up on the idea or the dream of owning my own clinic. Then I thought was a lot of things to take care of, and I had given up on the dream of that. Going with Sergio, he had that dream and very strong dream or ambition, I want to say, of becoming that. I think we were already back on track on wanting to do this. It started with the dream of having a small mixed animal practice until here we are.
Yes.
I mean, Sergio is a person that wants more and more and more.
Yes.
And when he comes, because my dream was always having a large animal clinic, I'm like, no, that's not what we talk about. We talk about having a mixed animal practice where we both were going to operate together. Which, come to find out, I'm glad it was not. I am so glad it didn't work out that way. It is tough to work with your significant other under the same roof.
Here we go. We're going into the personal side. This is what I like.
Wait a second.
Take a sip. Take a sip.
So it is absolutely. Add to that being from two different countries, right?
Yeah.
So plus the fact that we communicate on a second language, right?
Yes.
So his first language is Portuguese, mine is Spanish. We communicate in English. I mean, the amount of misunderstanding, for God's
course.
sake, on wanting to say something that came the wrong way every day. So I don't think we understand each other better. We just learn when to like ignore. It's like, not my battle today. So that's how the understanding pretty much
Forget
came
about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is fair. That is fair.
Yes.
I appreciate you opening up a little bit. One last thing that I'd like to ask is, I mean, you mentioned it a little bit in regards to what it's like for you, not only as a mother, a business owner, a wife. For our viewers and our listeners who are tuning in, if you can offer a piece of advice, as we know it and as we see it, veterinary medicine, class sizes are majority female, business owners are becoming a majority female. What is something that you would recommend? What is a piece of advice that you would provide for these females who are coming out into the industry that are looking to not only start a family, looking to practice good medicine, but also have their own practice?
Yes.
What's something that you can offer them?
I think about where you see yourself in 10 years and work towards that. Now, if you know you want to be a mom and you want to have a kid or two, want to be married, so you have to find a significant other that have the same vision and understanding where your hours are going to be. The fact that we are both veterinarians, I mean, there's no question if I had to stay home, to stay work longer, or he has to leave for a call overnight. We understand that. Now, if you end up with a person that does not understand the amount of hours it takes for you to invest on veterinary medicine without being an owner. Now, being an owner is a lot more. So you have to get a supportive husband or significant other that know your goals and have it clear and help you reach them. So that's one of the first things you have to do. Second, if you're going to go into internship, you're going to go into residency, you see yourself being a surgeon, a cardiologist. So think about where you see yourself, how many hours you see yourself investing. This is a long career. I don't meet vets that retire too often because it's pretty much, it's your profession, that's who you are. So don't think you're gonna study to work 3 days a week or so on. I mean, there's times that you need maternity leave or so on. But it is a very sacrificed type of profession, yet alone being a business owner. So you have to see yourself and envision that and fit in your life people that are going to make that possible. So
surround yourself with individuals that...
Yes. And again, if you don't want to get married, if it's not a husband, family or friends that are going to be supportive of you and they are going to help you get there.
So, no, thank you. I said that was my last question, but the last question.
Keep on coming.
Just because he's standing here and he's saying, what are you guys talking about? What's taking so long? Me and him, we have the professional relationship. We have
your girlfriend is Maria as well, right?
Fiance.
Fiance is Maria as well.
Yes,
so get ready because we're spicy.
We have the professional. We have the personal relationship. We talk about a lot of things that maybe associate and owner might not always talk about, which I'm thankful for and I'm privileged for. But deep down, complete 100% honesty, what is it like to be married to Dr. Sergio Pereira?
It's a roller coaster of, well, I mean, I'm sure it's got to be an experience for him too. But again, he has a strong personality. I have a strong personality. We like to make things happen, not always the same things,
Yes.
but we like to be understanding. We take the message pretty clear when it comes to communication.
Yeah.
I'm Puerto Rican, as you all
Yes.
of you all know, from Puerto Rico. So we are strong women too. Portuguese men are very strong minded and also a very hard workers. So I call it the little Toyotas because these people are run, and they never break.
Yes.
So do you want to invite him over, or you want to leave him there wondering?
Yeah, no, that is fair. I completely agree from what you've gathered. For however many years you guys have been together, within the, I can say now, almost a year and a half that I've known him, stubborn,
Absolutely.
hardworking,
Yeah.
determined,
Yeah.
motivated,
Yes.
ambitious,
Yes.
passionate,
Yes.
and willing to make the sacrifices
Yes.
when
yes.
he sees that the goal is close and that it's
Yes,
achievable.
absolutely. And I had to add, so you've been an associate for him and a staff member. There is a lot more behind closed doors that the employees don't see and we don't show, right? That's why I call it that we feel like parents, because you are going to come and I'm going to tell you what you did wrong. I'm going to tell you what I want you to improve.
Yeah.
And I'm going to act tough in front of you. When I close that door, I'm going to feel for you.
Yes.
But I cannot show you that because I'm the boss.
Yes.
So I want you to know there's a lot behind closed door that happen. And I know he does have a great heart. He is going to be there for you until the end.
Yes.
Support, all kinds of support for you. Yes, he is tough love. He is very tough love, and he can come across as a mean little guy. But I mean, pretty much, if you get him and you don't get pretty much afraid of his ways, you're gonna get so much of this position with him. He is, I mean, not because of my husband, but he's so smart. He is such a great friend. He is that's how we started. He's such a great friend. He's so supportive. He is very ambitious, and he doesn't see a no.
Yeah.
God, I've been so negative about so many things that this guy had proved me wrong.
Yeah.
So many things.
Yeah.
So I had to cut some slack for him and say that I would not be here with this ownership and this craziness. It wasn't because of him. So it's gratefulness and at the same time blaming, because I'm like, I might have much more time of vacation if I was. But yeah, I have to be honest. So there is so much I can admit over here.
Yes.
So
I appreciate that. I thank you for taking the time. I'm sure we'll be able to sit down in a more formal setting,
absolutely
get a more in-depth look in the life of
yes.
you and the
we'll
life
have
of...
other topics we can later
of
bring
course.
up, and then don't have
Of
to be
course.
with veterinary medicine. I think there is so much that we can topics that we can talk about,
course.
Pretty much couples in veterinary medicine, different cultures. I mean, all
business
these things.
Ownership in general, not just vet med.
Absolutely.
Balancing all that. So
absolutely.
We have a lot. I really like the idea of the podcast. I thank you and your husband for supporting it, for being willing to sit down and talk to me. But like you said, I'm sure we'll sit down in the future and talk about more in-depth stuff, more personal stuff, which is what I like to get to. So with that, I want to say cheers.
Cheers,
and
salud.
enjoy for much more success. Thank you everybody for listening. I'll be interviewing more people today, so please tune in, like, follow, subscribe. If you like what you heard here today, please comment down below and we'll make sure to get more of it. Stay tuned and thanks again.